So, and I don't ever wear headphones because I don't want them to mess up my hair. So Terry always does. These are his right here.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of the episodes?
I have. Yes. Yes. I'm like, I was checking. I got your book.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think I need some metabolic peptides or whatever. I think I need to make an appointment with you.
Yeah.
Metabolic restoration.
Yes.
That's what we like to call it. Yes. Because that's usually what it is. It's just we get to a certain point in our lives and we are stuck.
Yes. I feel like that's where I am because I've made so many changes, from my journey. And I'm like, what is something's got to give. And I'm like, I need peptides.
Yeah.
I'm quarter through. I told her I'm a quarter through your book and I need some peptides.
Well, we can definitely talk about that, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do is we're just going to dive right in. Okay. Yeah. So these are my new friends, Sheila Kesling and Lindsay Taylor. Yes. And we are excited. I met you guys because of the Holistic Revival.
Yes.
I saw the posts online and I'm like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah. I didn't make it to the Kentucky event, but you guys did, right?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So that's how you got connected to Barbara O'Neill?
Yeah, I think in person for sure. I think she definitely came on the scene during like COVID and everybody trying to take care of themselves and try different things. But that's definitely where it really ignited, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Lindsay and I are from the same town.
Yes.
We live in Troy, which is not far from here.
It's not far.
And we're both business owners in Troy. And we did not go to the conference together.
No.
We
didn't know each other before you went?
I mean, we knew each other from owning businesses in Troy.
Okay.
But we did not know that each other were going to be at the conference.
Oh, my goodness.
So I went with my husband. She went with a friend.
Yes.
And we're down there. We're like, oh, hey. So, I mean, it was kind of like, we kind of feel like it was a God moment for us. Yeah. I remember us sitting here I said, you're going to do most of the talking. And I'm talking.
I'm an extrovert and she's an introvert.
We were in the hallway, like, I don't know, day 3. And you were like, we can bring this to Ohio.
It was crazy. Yes.
And I'm like, you're right. We can't, like, we're two business owners. We can do this.
Yes.
So it was kind of a very much, we feel a God moment. We were at the right place at the right time together.
Yes.
And you just knew that this was something that your community needed too.
Yes.
Absolutely. Because there were so many people in our community that said, oh, I wish we knew it was happening. I wish I could go, all the things. And it was like, well, when you go, bring all the information back with you. Yeah. I don't know if you had people tell you that too.
Yes, I did.
And so
I tried to take so many notes, and I'm like, there's so much information.
So many notes, yes. And it was completely serendipitous because I remember seeing on a post that you were going to the event, like you had checked that you were going, and I was like, me too. And it was, we literally like ran into the hallway into each other, and it was like, can you believe that this is even happening?
Yeah.
That was, I think, day 1. And then maybe day 3, I was like, if she can do this, we can do this.
Yeah.
But better. Yes. And I think that's every decision that we've made too. It's like we compare what we have experienced, but how can we like level up and make it better? And it's,
wow. So that was a big takeaway that you guys had from there as far as how to run the event.
Yes.
Did you guys have any personal like revolutionary ideas that came from her speaking? Like about your own health or your health journey?
I think that whole
So many.
So many.
I'm going to take this bracelet off because I feel like it's jingling the whole time. No, I remember. So one of the things that I can suffer from is joint pain, arthritis, stiffness. I can tell it when you take your rings off.
Yeah.
Inflammation. And I remember she did a talk on the liver. And I'm like, of all the things, I don't really want to learn about the liver.
No,
like
it's
I
such
want to
a
learn about
boring
my
organ.
hormones. I want to learn about, how to sleep better at night. But she did this talk on the liver. And it was the one I was least excited about, honestly. But she talked about doing a liver cleanse naturally. And I'm so glad she did because there's so much to that I was unaware of, like how your fat cells store toxins. And when you lose your fat cells, if you don't have something for those toxins to attach to, they float around in your body. I wouldn't have known
Circle
that.
right back to the liver.
So she went through step by step how to cleanse your liver. Everything starts in the liver, she said. And your liver can regenerate and it can heal itself.
Isn't that amazing?
So I like taking notes on this liver cleanse. So I'm like, my husband and I came home. That was the first thing we did is this 3-day liver cleanse. And it was literally night and day difference in how I felt. My joints no longer, and I'm still reaping the benefits of that.
That is amazing.
So I mean, there's so
Will you
much
tell
to
us
take
a little
away.
bit about it? How the liver cleanse goes?
So yeah, and it's actually not, I was kind of dreading it.
Yes.
But
I texted her, I said, but did you die? And she goes, no,
I didn't die. I'm still here. You make the first day you kind of fast all day, and at night you have some bone broth.
Okay.
The second day is when you start, it's a juice cleanse, really. And
nice. Okay.
It's things that have nutrients that your body needs. So carrots, celery, and then a little bit of apple. So you make your own juice of, I think it was 80% carrot, 10% celery, 10% apple. And it wasn't bad.
It's good.
Like yes, it really was. It was a little bit sweet even. So I'm like, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this.
And it's the same detox that she gives the patients that check into the Misty Mountain retreat or any of the retreats.
Yeah.
So she called it green juice, orange juice, didn't she? Or green juice. There was a name for it, but she gives the science behind why she puts these certain ingredients in it because of the detoxing and the die-off and like coming back off of that. It just made so many things come true. Yeah. And I felt like there were so many aha moments that she would say something profound and you could hear this collective, like, why didn't anybody say this before?
Yes.
Because it made so much sense.
Right.
It wasn't just the do this, it was the why behind it.
Yeah.
And for 5 whole days to have that was just like life-changing.
She's a great teacher.
Yeah.
Oh.
And her voice.
Her voice is so calming.
Yeah.
She's just calm. She's a calm person.
Yeah,
Like,
she's so calm and just like the wisdom.
And
It just
she's all
oozes from her.
business. I was expecting her to come out and be like, hello, I'm Barbara O'Neill, and here's my life story. She's like, grab your pencils, let's go.
Oh,
she went straight to
just
the
right.
whiteboard and was like firing off. And I felt like I was back in high school taking notes
Really?
because
Yeah.
it was just mile a minute. And everything she says is incredible. So it's like, I don't want to miss a thing. We drove 5.5 hours from here to Kentucky to see her. And we paid good money to have these tickets too for 5 whole days. I just wanted to get every single ounce out of it we could.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what was your takeaway?
Oh, golly.
Like for your own family's health?
So one of the things that she talked about was, and I tell this to like all my clients at the salon too, you know, if you're trying to remove or reduce the inflammation in your body, there's 5 things that you should avoid. Do you know what they are?
Is it the classics like the gluten and the dairy?
That's
and,
part of it.
Yeah.
Gluten, dairy, wheat, refined sugar, and peanuts.
Always peanuts, huh?
And
Moldy?
she said,
Mold.
yes, peanuts are the only nut that are grown in the ground, and they always test high for mold.
Yeah.
If they're organic or not, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because of the way
sex.
they're grown. Yeah.
So that to me was like, don't just tell me it, explain why.
Yeah.
And so she does break everything down and dumb it down for people that, you know, aren't a physician and don't have a medical background, because at the event also we noticed there were a lot of people that were homeschool moms. They were scientists, there were farmers, there were just people
they were
diverse.
doctors. It was very
so
diverse.
and people that were just starting on their journey, and then people that have done it for 100 years. And that was the cool thing that we're really hoping to have at this event too, is we've already seen the diversity come through with our email, the email that you have to sign up for ticket purchases.
Right.
There are dairy farmers, there
Yeah.
are science people, there are homeschool moms. So I think it's going to be a really awesome group of people that can learn from each other.
Yes.
And that was cool too. During the lecture breaks, there was like a 15-minute break. I would just spin around at my table and I would talk to these strange women behind us and talk about non-toxic laundry detergent, and it wasn't weird.
Yes.
Because you have to know the room and you have to know those people. And it was like, that was a safe space for us to have those conversations and people not look at you weird or like laugh at you because that's the dumbest thing they've ever heard.
Yeah.
It was just like, you know me, you feel me, I feel seen and heard. And it was just the community that comes with it too is just incredible.
I cannot wait. I mean, it's less than a year away now, so that is good. And you guys are 50% sold on basic tickets?
No, they're
Not quite.
still-
We're about a quarter of the way sold on basic tickets.
Okay, so people can
VIP tickets are sold out.
Okay.
They've been sold out for 2 months probably.
Okay.
I was going to,
But there's still plenty of time. I mean, what did we say? 200 and something days.
I know.
272 days and 5 hours. Not that we're counting or anything, but the VIP tickets have been sold out for probably 8 weeks. Right. We still have the general admission tickets are still available. which still gets people in all day for 5 whole days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are 66% sold out on the 5-day meal tickets.
Okay.
And then 57% sold out on the guaranteed question and answer responses.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So,
The I want to explain too.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
5-day meal tickets are Barbara approved meals.
Yes.
So they're vegan. They're things that a lot of people like. We had this when we went down to her event. It was recipes or things that I would probably not have the nerve to get and try on my own. But and some of it was like, I'm like, I don't know if I would eat this again, but it just shows you that, you know what, you can eat like this and it is healthy. Yeah. But we're also gonna have food trucks there because I know not everybody wants to have those.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's
so you can
smart.
we're gonna have Ryu Juicery there.
Yes.
If you want a juice, you can get
Look at all these beautiful juices that Amber sent down to us.
organic, fresh juice. Like it's amazing. They're gonna be a vendor there. So there's gonna be other options to eat.
Oh, that's
But if you
perfect.
want to know what it's like, you know what, I can't eat like this. And it is doable and it's actually good.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that's the meal ticket that you can get.
I love that. So who does she have make her food? If you guys had, did you guys have to hire somebody
we are
that was
having people make it? Yeah,
Oh,
we
got
have
it.
her
Okay.
approved recipes. We're
Yes.
actually using the same recipes that we had down in
nice.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have the church has a kitchen, so we're gonna have it cooked right there.
that is fantastic. So is it like a caterer that comes in? You guys don't
there is
a
a woman. I mean, we know lots of people.
Yeah.
Lots of extra Baptists. They know how to cook. They can cook for lots of people. So we have some people that are.
They're not going to be
do that.
the typical church casserole.
No, it is not.
Plant-based whole food, real food.
Yes.
Yeah.
So does Barbara advocate for meat of any kind?
I don't. She
'Cause I
doesn't.
was reading
She
that.
doesn't say don't eat meat.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
But she herself is she vegan? I think she's vegan.
So I think by default she's vegan. She says, I'm not a vegan, I just eat plants.
That's right. Because she says you can be a
Yeah.
vegetarian and still eat really, really bad for you food.
Oh my gosh, it is so true.
Yes. So she doesn't go by vegetarian. I think she says I'm a plant.
Yeah. That's awesome. And so if she's eating plants, she is getting the nourishment that she knows is so essential for body function.
And I think that was also, there's less probability of her having exposure to chemicals and vaccines that people give in big ag. They pump animals full of hormones and stuff.
True. Yeah.
So she's like, if I eat plants that are out of the ground, that are clean and don't have any sprayed or pesticide on them.
Glyphosate,
I'll just be, better off health-wise. But that doesn't mean like we have farmers in the family and we have meat that's fresh off the farm and there's no hormones and things. It's like she doesn't shame people for making those choices.
Yeah.
And doesn't shame people for walking into the event with an iced coffee because not everybody's in the same, they're just on different parts of their
She's
journey.
also, it's kind of like what you said, reading the room,
Yes.
she reads the room.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys are in business in Troy, correct?
Yes.
And how far apart of your business are your businesses? Like, are you on the same block?
2 miles?
Maybe
mile and a
2
half?
miles.
Okay.
Sort of.
I'm downtown.
Okay.
We're by the interstate.
Okay. Who wants to talk about their business first? Because you both are in like beauty and fashion.
Go
and
ahead.
I just
you want
love
me
it.
to
You were
first?
established first, I think.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't know. Was I?
2019. But then we were talking
That was
about
2014. So, okay.
Okay, yeah, I didn't have that in your notes.
So, started my business end of the year 2014. It's called Echo Boutique. Echo is actually, it comes from Hebrews 6:19. That's a verse that says, "For we have this hope as an anchor for our soul, firm and secure." And echo is that Greek word. When you go back to the original Greek language, that word for hope is echo. And I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But everyone, there's like
echo
a
is
little,
wonderful too.
Yes. So we just go by echo because we're Americans.
Yes.
It has a little, I don't know what the little thing is above the O at the end, but that's why. It's because it's the original Greek.
Oh my gosh.
From that verse.
And it's hope.
Hope. It means hope.
Oh, that's
Yes.
beautiful.
So we started as a little, kind of like your Tupperware parties or like where you would go in homes.
Yeah.
Started going
Like
in
a trunk
homes.
show kind
like
of?
a trunk show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And within 6 months, we were able to get the storefront. So
Oh my goodness.
we started yeah, it just grew.
About that.
How did you decide what clothing you wanted to have in the trunk shows?
So it's so funny because like my husband's a pastor.
Yeah.
So, and I was a stay-at-home mom up until this point. And we had like no money, and I'm like, you know what? We're going to start this business. Can you just lend $2,000? Can I have $2,000? And my husband was like, I am for you. I'm going to like, here, take this money. I believe in you. So I took that. I know he's great. So I took that $2,000. And then of course, when you go to start an LLC, I'd never started an LLC before. So I found a lawyer that had a free consultation.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, how do you start an LLC?
Yeah.
And he told me, and I wrote it down. How do you do this? And he told me what website. So I didn't pay the lawyer because that would be a quarter of my budget.
Yeah.
So I got the information, went home, did it.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I just took that money and then bought as many wholesale clothes as I could.
Wow.
Just what I liked, what I would wear, and then booked shows with my friends.
Oh my goodness. And then you would bring all those clothes to their homes?
Yep. I literally, their downstairs would be transformed into
Oh my gosh.
a boutique. And, as we sold things, just reinvest it in more clothes. Sold things, reinvest it. And it was 6 months that we were able to get a brick and mortar. And so
that
we've
is
been there
so fast,
over
Sheila.
10 years. Over 10 years. We always heard if you can make it 3 years, like you're doing great. If you can make it 5, like you're really doing great, because most businesses don't. But we just passed 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So.
And do you have clothing and jewelry?
Clothing, jewelry.
Okay.
I've started to bring in a few of my favorite things. Like I have wild yam cream there.
Oh,
I
nice.
have Amber Blends, which is a non-toxic perfume. So some little things here and there, but mostly clothes, clothes and jewelry.
That's so exciting. And then how do you have somebody that can help? Because I am not a fashionista whatsoever, and I need
I
massive
don't believe you
amount.
one bit.
No, it is so true.
You look like a fashionista.
I am
to me.
totally not. I swear, and I do not like to shop.
Really?
No,
Or you just
not
pick it
at
out for me,
all.
I'll get it.
That's what I'm wondering, if you have people there that can help people
So,
like me figure out what
we
is
do.
best.
I mean, I'm in there a couple days a week.
Yeah.
We have other employees that are in there, and absolutely, if you want help, we will help you out.
that's
Not
awesome.
everybody wants help.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
But yes, we can help you out.
And do you have all different sizes, or because it's a boutique, do
So-
you have only certain sizes?
So I usually carry small, medium, large,
Okay.
some extra large.
Okay.
However, my sister-in-law has a boutique that's literally right next to mine. We have a door that goes back and forth.
That's just
She's
amazing.
plus size, so her boutique is a plus size boutique. So where mine cuts off, then hers picks right up. So
That
you
is so
can
cool that
you can
guys
shop
are
all
there
of them.
together.
Oh, it's so much fun. Yes.
I love that so much.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for
Of
sharing
course.
that. Anything that that you feel like was ordained by God as far as doing this whole business adventure that you're on?
Yes.
Like, did you feel a calling towards that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think the way that it happened so fast, God had his hand in all of it. I mean, even there's so many things along the way where I feel like just tried to take it out.
Yeah.
And God was like, nope. This belongs to
All
my
gas, no
child,
brakes.
and you aren't touching her.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's very interesting because, like, in our practice here, we think of this as a ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in your salon, I'm sure it's your ministry.
Absolutely.
Your clothing boutique,
Yes.
it's your ministry.
It
You
is.
have women that are coming in there, and they need more than the clothes and
They
the
do.
hair. They need.
It is like shocking how many deep conversations that I can get into with customers. Like they literally just came to buy a top, and we are talking about like deep things for like an hour. It's what happens. It's a great space for ministry.
Yeah.
We play Christian music in our store. Like it's just.
We play it this one too.
Do you really? I love that so much.
It's refreshing.
It's so refreshing, and it calms people's spirits, and
It
they don't
does.
even know why.
It's true. I have
it's-
people say that. I can't even tell you how many people have come in and they're like, when I walk in here, I just feel at peace.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I pray. I pray that for my home. I pray that for my business. Like I want people when they step on my property to feel peace.
Yeah. And almost like it is an extension of your home, your
It is.
business.
Yeah.
That's where the Holy Spirit resides, whether it's our
Yes.
home or our businesses. And when we can share that with people that come in and they're unexpectedly blessed by it.
Right.
It's just really incredible.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yours, Lindsay, your salon.
Oh gosh. Okay. So my sister and I co-own Oak and Arrow Beauty Room.
I
which
love
is
the
near
name of that
interstate.
too.
She lives downtown.
Yeah.
And gosh, so we've been open since 2019.
Okay.
And it kind of came to fruition because my mom and dad owned a family salon in downtown Troy, which was right down the street from you guys. It was called Giacomo's, a salon and spa. My dad's first name was Giacomo.
Oh, I love that.
I know. It was
Wait
like
a minute. Are you the Italian?
Yeah.
Okay,
Are you the
Italian?
Italian?
Because you said something about doing genealogy. So we can get to that in a minute.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My maiden name is Scalise.
Okay.
So yes, that's
Got
right.
it. Yeah.
So it was a family business. Giacomo's a salon and spa. So my mom did nails. She still does nails.
Oh,
So my
wow,
mom was
wow.
a nail tech. My sister and I did hair. My dad, his name was on the building. He like changed light bulbs and wrote the checks and stuff and helped clean, But we had that business for 15 years and it was a great ride. We had so many wonderful connections along the way and did some really incredible things. And then it kind of got to, 2018, 19, and it was like my mom and dad just wanted to retire and slow down a little bit. So they sold the business to somebody else. And it was like, Amanda, what do you want to do? Which is my sister.
Yeah.
And it's like another God thing. We were going to have another location because we were going to move somewhere else and start over. And that location just did not work out. And it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
God shut that door real quick.
Yep.
And then it was kind of like we fell into this new place where we're at now. And it was just turnkey. It was perfect. Wow. It was a beauty supply store before we were there. So it was like, I don't know if you've seen pictures of it, but the floors are white, tall ceilings. It's very industrial-like. And it was a very like open concept as far as like booth rental space. And I said, I think we should do it. Like the worst thing that happens is like, this is just not going to work out.
Yeah.
So my sister and I, we sat on my living room floor and we had index cards. Like there were like 50 of them. And we just wrote beauty words on there because I was like, what are we going to call this place? Because for years it was Dad's first name, So we just wrote all kinds of like names and words down and stuff. And we just kind of like pieced it together like a puzzle. Nope, I don't like that. Nope, I don't like this. I don't want to be a salon because, we're something different. So we decided Oak and Arrow Beauty Room. So there is definitely a purpose behind it. So I said, Amanda, I feel like we are the oak trees. You probably don't even know this story.
No, I don't.
Which I forgot about the echo thing with Hope. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I said the oak trees. I feel like we are the mighty oak. It'll bend and it won't break through storms. It's a very resilient tree. And I said, Amanda, I feel like we are the oak trees in this storm of mom and dad retiring. We have to find a new place to work. We had like 6 weeks to find a new place. And we are established hairdressers with a huge clientele, and we were panicking.
And so were your clients. I guarantee it.
But I was like, it's fine. God's got us. No big deal. It'll happen, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, that was the oak, was us. We were the trees. And Arrow, because I felt like we were being projected into a new direction. Yeah. And then Beauty Room was because it was a room where we were doing beauty services. I didn't want to be just a salon.
Right.
And so I just said it like, it's different. It's who we are, and we're not like everybody else. And it's unique. And so it's been good.
Unique. And names matter.
Yes, they do.
Whether we naming our children or naming our businesses,
Yes.
it
It's
all
our baby.
does.
And usually we'll just sign off like O and A.
I love that.
So it's been
And
good.
your salon is very unique in the world of beauty and traditional salons and traditional conventional products. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we opened in 2019 and we had our 5-year anniversary last year. And we decided in March of last year that we were going to open a second location.
Oh, nice.
Because I said, I just feel like we can't grow anymore. Like we can't, blow out walls or add more booth renters.
Right.
And I just want to take what we do and just like escalate it. So I told my girlfriend, like, this is another God thing, that if she's a realtor, I said, if you find a space that's turnkey, that doesn't require plumbing and like red tape with the state of cosmetology, like, let us know.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks later, she messaged me and she goes, you're never going to believe this, but 10 miles down the road in Vandalia is a space and there's a salon and the person that owns it wants to just step away. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to get my sister and we'll go take a look at it. And we walked in, it just felt peaceful.
It's beautiful.
It just felt like we were supposed to be there. And the woman that was selling the business left everything. She left every plant, every cape, every towel, every shampoo.
What
like
in the world?
She just wanted to step away. And it gave me peace knowing that we were stepping into something and we were going to help it grow.
Yeah.
And even one of the renters, I love her, but she was there prior and said, I was just praying that God would bring, makes me not upset, but just emotional about it. She said, I was just praying to God that he would bring somebody into this space and breathe new life into it. And I was like, well, that's me, I'm your girl.
He's so good. He just took a silver platter and was like,
no.
Here, you asked for it. And
On all levels.
Yes.
Really. And it was just like such a blessing because I was like, we don't have the time or funds to put into opening a whole nother salon because it's exhausting.
Oh,
with
yeah.
The state
and making the choices and all of the things.
All the things. And it was just like, here you go. And be obedient and I will fill it for you. And so I was like, okay, here I go, God. So I'm just packing up my, 20, how long have I been here? I've been doing hair for almost 25 years.
Wow.
So 23 and a half year career. I'm just going to up and move it 10 miles down the road and hope and pray that people follow me. And I did. I showed up and I was like, Michaela, it's just me and you. We're just going to do this place.
Gosh. Yeah.
And God was like, I'm going to bring you people. And then I had Facebook friends. You know how your friends and people never meet them.
Yeah.
And I had multiple people come in and they were like, I know you don't know me, but I've seen you before with your dad and you guys have done business stuff and I want to come work with you. Yeah. And then another friend came and she's like, I know we're Facebook friends and we've never met, but I would love to work with you. And that's literally how we've gotten all of our renters. And I've never had to really advertise that we're trying to fill space because God has provided the entire way through. Yeah. And both of our spaces are very different. Mm-hmm. So Troy is very like light, bright, open, airy. And then Vandalia is like a warm hug. Low ceilings, warm floors, plants everywhere. And so I tell people our salons are like sisters. They're both beautiful, but they're both very different. And they both have a different vibe and feel when you walk in.
They totally do.
So did your clients follow you? And you're only in the Vandalia location? And then your sister is in the Troy location?
My sister Amanda manages the Troy location. I manage Vandalia.
Yeah.
All of my clients followed me. I had a couple that were like, I get my nails done here. And I was like, totally fine.
Yeah,
I don't get hurt feelings over stuff like that.
No.
Because I was over busy, honestly. And then I get to Vandalia and I finally, maybe a couple months ago, was like, I'll just open my books for new people because I've had this weird season of like clients growing their gray out or my kids have graduated and gone off to college. And so I've lost a couple kids from that or clients that just move away. And I thought, I've got weird gaps.
Yeah.
And I posted on Facebook, I'm going to open my books. And I got 12 people that morning.
Just from a post on Facebook?
From a post on Facebook. And they were people that I had met in different seasons of my life in the past. And it was like, they know my professionalism and my character and they wanted to sit in my chair, but I was like, nobody else, like I'm done. Yeah. And it's been a real blessing.
That is so exciting. And you have integrated your low tox lifestyle into your salon, right?
Yes. So because of like autoimmune things that I have and health issues and just, if you Google it, cosmetologists, we work in the most toxic environment. We're surrounded by chemicals every day.
Your hands are right in it.
And you're breathing it and just all the things. And I was like, I talked to my sister and I said, I don't want to do this like this anymore. I don't want to be like 65 and crippled and riddled with rheumatoid arthritis and have emphysema and COPD. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
So, we switched to cleaner, low tox brands. So we carry and use InnerSense, All Nutrient, Rocasa Organics. I'm trying to think what we have on the shelf here.
You said you're introducing Earthly too? Bringing Earthly in?
That's coming down the pipeline. I've had a couple meetings with Earthly. Super excited about it too.
That's really exciting as well.
And so our clients are really excited to have an option too because, you're talking about your space as your ministry. I tell clients like my 6-foot mat is my like pulpit and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to pour into you. And I'm going to also red pill you if you aren't aware of things that you're doing at home that you could change up and be different and help
and
you
have
out.
A better, healthier, more balanced life,
and
right? Things they don't even know.
They don't know. And knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And I just feel like they appreciate that going the extra mile to use things that are cleaner on you. And I rarely use aerosol hairspray because I'm like, I don't want it. I don't need it. The VOCs and just clients appreciate that. And we actually have clients that seek us out specifically because we are a cleaner space. And I think, gosh, we've had somebody that drove an hour away to come down to our salon and see
I
it.
totally believe that. And a lot of places are getting to where they are now fragrance-free salons too, which I think that's very interesting because we're learning about fragrance and the 3,000 chemicals that are hidden inside the label fragrance. And all of that. I used to see clients here, and we had a machine. You guys might be aware of it because you're into gadgets and tools too. But it was called a Zyto.
Oh yeah, love
And
the
it,
Zyto.
Yep. So algorithms of the hand, and I could tell instantly what my client did for their careers when they were hairdressers.
Wow.
So telling.
So toxic.
It
so
is
toxic.
so toxic. Yes. And I just feel like, again, knowledge is power, and you don't know what you don't know. And I'm always one of those, like, I ask a lot of questions because I do want to know. And now it's like, we have a diffuser that we put essential oils in. It grosses me out when I go in public and see like those plug-in diffusers. Gags me.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when you kind of step out of the matrix and now you're making better choices, when I am around stuff like that, it makes me feel super sick now.
Yes.
I don't know if you've noticed that too.
Headache or all
just
of the things,
headache and like you're walking through the mall and you walk past the
Bath and Body
Works or White Barn Candle Company and it just gags you. I just feel like God's like, no.
Right.
You don't need that.
I mean, that is a way that he uses our senses to let us know what's good for us. But we've been deconditioned and desensitized to it for so long, and we think that those smells are normal until you step away from them, and then they get reintroduced. So it really.
And consumers are becoming very savvy too with things like the EWG website and the Yucca app and all that. It's really
Is that the one you use, Graham? Yeah.
It's good stuff.
You should see me in the makeup aisle at Walmart. I'm Yucca apping everything.
And that's, with like my little girl, it's like we don't buy it unless we scan it first. Because just because it looks clean, it doesn't mean it is. And we've talked about greenwashing.
Yes.
And again, like you don't know what you don't know.
Oh my gosh, you guys are just so
One of the
totally
things
speaking
that
my language.
Barbara said that was kind of like an aha for me at the conference. She said, people stay sick through ignorance. And when I heard that, I mean, it brought me to tears because it's like you would fix yourself if you knew what was wrong.
Right.
And if you knew the right questions to ask and you knew the right rooms to step into.
Right.
And people to surround yourself
And
with.
that's part of it. We were talking on the way down here.
Yeah.
Part of it is too, there's so much information out there that people will buy greenwashed products thinking that they are doing such a good thing. And they don't realize that they're being lied to, like basically on every level. And part of the beauty of coming together for a conference, like, back to that, is because you are with people who we're all educated in different ways. Like I feel so like I don't know close to what Lindsay knows, maybe. You know what I mean? Like we all know different things. And when you get in the same room, you're like, I didn't know that. And then you can start changing things. Because I mean, what is it? Controlled opposition, I feel like is out there. Like they're just lying to us left and right. And you want to do good. Like the desire is there. You don't want to be ignorant, but like, how do you know what's true?
I know. It really is so true. And that's why we have to be our own best advocate, right? We really have to take the time to decipher all of the messages out there and then build your team of trusted advisors that can take you wherever you want to go with your wellness goals and help them get there. I mean, it's really essential. A lot of the clients that I see now are toxic because of the amount of vitamins and minerals they take.
My goodness.
It's like we need to take things out. We don't need to add so much in. Your body still has to process it. And poor quality ingredients of any
Chemical
kind.
vitamins.
Chemical
that aren't
vitamins.
even vitamins.
Did
but
you talk
think
about
they
that?
are.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they're so horrible.
Yes.
They're so horrible. And the body doesn't break it down. And then the liver has to work harder.
Right. And then you wonder
sees
why
it
you're
as a
tired
poison.
and you have brain fog and you can't like sleep at night, and because your body is fighting so many things and you think you're doing good.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of my main messages. It's more about what we take out than what we take.
Absolutely.
So, and you guys are doing this, you're doing it in the salon, and even just the way you fill up people's emotional cups.
Well, and one of the things I
physically
started doing too, especially like before the barber conference that we went to, I mean, fast fashion, we all know, is made of very toxic clothing. And there's always going to be people that want to buy that, like what's new and in style. But I have made a big effort to get linens and 100% cottons.
I didn't want to ask because I didn't want to put you on the spot, Sheila.
I do.
Awesome.
Now, the thing with that is people who know, and they will pay the price tag for that because it's not going to be as cheap as your fast fashion. Because fast fashion is chemical clothing.
Yes.
Right.
Polyester, it's a chemical.
That. Yeah.
So I realize there are people that want that. And I still, I try not to anymore, but I still wear some of that. But I am slowly incorporating 100% linens and 100% cottons into my personal wardrobe. Yeah. And so I'm bringing that into my store too. And I do have people that buy it. But it's going to be a difference between a $29 shirt and a $108 shirt.
Yeah.
You know, it's just...
So do you educate your clients on the way linen, the frequency of linen?
I do have
and
clients,
how it blocks 5G?
Yes,
okay.
I do have clients, customer. I don't have clients. I have customers. I do have that ask questions, and you can tell very quickly. I feel like if somebody wants to know, and some people just want to be oblivious to, and that's fine. Like I'm not.
No, you're not there to judge.
Yes, not at all. But there are people that absolutely know. And when they find out that I have 100% linen clothing, like, oh my goodness. So but we do. I will talk about it 100%.
Good. I mean, that is, I feel like that is just now kind of like rising up into the consciousness of humans is the importance of that. And even looking back to when Jesus walked the earth and wearing linen clothing and things like that too.
Yep.
There was a reason for that. You know,
there is.
He had one of the highest
isn't it
frequencies ever, right?
Yes, it is. Like way more than cotton. And cotton's good too, but linen is like exponentially
I think it's
higher
over
than
1,000, right?
Yes, I think so.
And then cotton maybe is 400?
Something like
it's a big difference. And then wool is in there too at around the 400.
It is.
And then obviously better if it's organic.
Right.
Because of the chemicals that are used on those crops too. But that is so exciting to know.
Yes.
I love that. So everybody needs to go to Oak and Arrow. Is Oak and Arrow, is your Vandalia store called Oak and Arrow too?
Yeah, they're both Oak and Arrow Beauty Room. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. Love it.
Easy to find.
An Eco Boutique.
Eco Boutique.
Eco.
Yes.
Eco Boutique.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it could be Eco. I don't know. Maybe in Greek it is Eco. I don't know.
Eco is better because Eco makes it sound like eco safe and stuff.
Well, and I feel like too, like it means hope, and like the goal is like you come in there, it's a place of peace. You can and then you're going to echo that back out in your community.
Let's go back to the holistic revival.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you guys most excited about? I mean, do you get goosebumps? And
I'm still in a pinch me moment.
Yeah.
I still think, I remember a time when I saw Barbara's videos and I'd be like, oh my goodness, what would it be like to meet her in person? And then we met her and now I'm like, oh my goodness, we were bringing her to this little town in Ohio. I realize why people think it's fake. Like, I know people think it is yes, this is a scam. I get it. I totally do.
No,
because it's wild.
And she's scammed and all the time.
Yes.
Like
videos, people AI her. They make her say stuff that she's not saying. Yes, all the time. Again.
So when I saw it, I'm like, oh, this can't be real.
I know.
It's not real.
No, it really is.
It's really happening.
I can't. There's so many things I'm so excited about. Yeah. I'm excited. Okay, one of the things I'm very, very, very much excited about is all the vendors that are going to be there.
Yes.
Like, I think we have 20 to 30 different vendors.
Do you really?
That are going to be coming.
That is amazing.
Some are like chiropractic. Yeah. Some are selling. We're trying very hard not to have people that do the same thing. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to have a lot of perfume vendors or a lot of any of the same thing.
Or sourdough or anything like that.
Yeah.
But lots of different vendors that I'm like, that is my jam. I love that.
And I think that's one thing that when we went to Kentucky, it was like she dropped the ball down there by not, she is in the person that hosted the event. It was like, I would have bought everything that Barbara talked about because that's what you'll find at the event is when Barbara talks about for an hour, she talks about inflammation or talks about the skin or something. Mm-hmm. And then when she's done with that lecture and then there's like an intermission, people would storm out there and purchase what she just talked about, like the Wow DM cream.
Yeah.
Yes.
When she talks about hormones and talks about Wow DM cream.
Mm-hmm.
You could have had 1,000 jars of Wild Yam cream out there and they would have all,
Really?
Because everybody's like, I want it right now.
Yeah.
So that we know kind of what she's talking about, like the liver detox.
Yes.
Well, she has a liver detox tea.
Okay.
we are talking, we have somebody that's bringing teas. We're
nice.
Get a liver detox tea.
Yes.
And here's what you need to have. Because when she talks on that, you can go out and purchase it.
And so then same with Amber with the
going to be there
Renew,
with her juices.
because Barbara talks about the green and orange juices, right?
Yes, carrots, all of it. I told if Amber could have that little mix of the liver cleanse, like people will buy it.
Yeah.
The beets is a good liver cleanser.
It is.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah.
I struggle with beets.
I love it.
Does she mix it still with apple? Yeah, apple, carrot, beet, lemon, and ginger.
Drink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so even with the other things in here, it's still a thing for you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I can still taste the dirt a little bit.
So that's where the minerals are. You know that, right?
I know.
Yes.
When I teach my clients to use a juicer and they're starting with their beets and stuff, I'm like, leave a little, clean it, make sure they're organic, leave a little bit of the tops and a little bit of that dirt.
Yeah.
And it enhances it just a little bit. I know. But then we have our taste buds.
That's right.
So we have to. So what else are you thinking as far as being excited about for this? Because people are just going to walk away.
Okay,
It's going to change.
I have another one.
Love the vendors. I'm also so excited about the community of it. Like all these people coming in from all over the place. We have ticket sales that have come. There's sisters, I think, or family members coming from the state of New York are coming to Ohio. And so I think just all these people coming together for that same kind of community and that same, wanting to align with what Barbara's talking about.
Yeah.
That for me was so great at the conference in Kentucky, was to have those conversations with complete strangers about weird stuff that is totally like, it's not weird.
Like you said, laundry.
Yeah, like laundry detergent or juicing or, any of the things. It just felt like I feel seen and heard and it was a safe space.
Yeah.
And we have 500 ticket sales. I think it's going to be totally sold out.
Yeah.
I really do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, it'll be sold out.
100% it will be sold out.
Yeah.
But also 500 people is almost considered like an intimate group in that situation because they will have a little bit of access. I mean, they're going to feel like they're up close and personal with her, really.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that's one thing that's nice about the vendors is for you to be able to find a sourdough person or a chiropractor or somebody that has, cold pressed juices.
Right.
And not even know that they were in your community.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's the connection part of it, and the community is what I'm really excited about.
Because it's not going to be just that 5 days. It's going to be forever after.
Yes.
And so this was
those
kind of
connections.
going back to this whole like God thing. So when we ran into each other in the hallway and it was like day 3, I think we could totally do this.
Yeah.
I said, let's go have dinner Friday night. And we'll just meet up. We went to Texas Roadhouse in Bowling Green, Kentucky and had supper. And I was like,
hilarious.
I said, I think we can do this. It's going to be like Kevin Costner in A Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
I said that, didn't I?
I said that. And so Friday night, we was like, okay, let's do it. And so I was up like all Friday night on, online and creating stuff. And then Saturday morning, it was the last day of the conference. And you walked up to me and you were like, what are you doing? And I was like, probably
I have our logo.
a little bit. And I was like,
I have our logo.
I have a name, I have a logo, I have a color-coded spreadsheet for job titles and stuff. Didn't I? I had all this
she
stuff.
did. I was like,
And you were like, I love it. I love it. It's great. I said, I can change anything you want. She goes, I love it. I love it. And then they started the show, or they started the conference, and we found our seats. And
she paid big money for the good seats. I was up in the bleachers, like way far away. Like way far away.
So she's like, bye, Sheila.
Yes.
See you after the show.
So we sat down, and then the woman that had held the conference down there, she started off just like, thank you everybody for coming. Yeah. I'm curious where everybody came from. So we were like, we drove 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
There was another group of people that somebody drove from Nebraska. I don't know if you remember this, Nebraska. Another party drove from Wisconsin. There was a mother-daughter that was Pennsylvania Dutch.
Oh my goodness.
And then there were 2 separate families that drove 16 hours from Florida to see Barbara.
Gosh.
And she goes, there are
wild.
400 people in this room. If each of you go back into your home communities and you talk to just 10 people, that is what we call a revival. And I was like,
we looked at each other. I looked way down at her.
I'm looking over my shoulder. I feel like you stood up like, did you just go revival? And I I felt like, okay, God, if she could use any word out of the English language, she used the word revival.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just got goosebumps.
I get
was like,
goosebumps
okay, God,
right
I hear
now.
you.
I really do, all the way up and down my arms.
Oh
and
my
legs.
gosh. And I was just like, okay, God moment number one. So we drove home and I walked to the door and I'm always like, hi, family. And Josh is like, shh, my husband, Josh, he was like, shh, I'm showing Harley my most favorite movie of all time. And I walk in there and he had on A Field of Dreams.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like,
goosebumps. Goosebumps.
He goes, this is my favorite movie. And I was like, of course it is. And I never even told him I said that at supper. Oh my. And I felt like that was 2 God moments within 12
Confirmation.
hours.
Yeah.
Like we are meant to do this. And I have said this, I can't tell you how many times.
Gosh.
I do not feel qualified to do this.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this.
But I feel called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the crunchiest person in the room.
Yeah.
And I'm trying my best. And I'm kind of still so early in my journey. But I do feel like we have the passion, and I think we have the connections, and I think we have the drive and the ambition and the want to do this, to bring people together. And it has just been beautiful. The whole way through, it's just like, it's happened.
Yeah.
It's been good. And it's like timeline. I always reach out to like, what should we be doing? And you're like, it's great.
We're now. We're so ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Well, even the people, like even Bridget, who was our
Yes,
vendor liaison,
that's
she
what I
is
was going to say. She's been amazing. And she's been so patient with me.
She's been great. She's like, I've already got the vendors booked, and now she's working on volunteer. Like God has just brought the people. I have Candy Shower is going to do the food, and she does food. Like people order dinners from her all the time. I'm like, my husband is going to be the MC, who's one of the elders at our church, and he's just like, and he's goofy and he's fun.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and like just all the people are in place.
Yeah.
It's almost like, is it really this easy? Like it's just.
And it's almost like waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's
No,
like the
it's
inner,
not going to.
I know. It's just
not.
the inner, enemy just kind of chirping in your ear.
That's exactly what I was going to
And
say.
I feel like, I don't feel like that all the time, but sometimes when things go so well, or if we finish a Zoom call or a meeting and it's like, that was great.
Yeah.
You're waiting like, oh gosh, I hope that, that everything's okay. And we do, we pray for Barbara every day.
Oh yes.
That God keeps her healthy, safe, and happy every day in every way.
Pray for the people coming to the conference,
Yes.
for our community, because I want all the vendors like in our community to be blessed by this.
Yes.
Like the goal is to get this
Right.
I just want it to be a blessing to everybody.
Absolutely.
Well, and when you think about Jesus's disciples, right, they also, it wasn't what they necessarily chose. Like, do you guys watch The Chosen?
Oh yes, I love The Chosen.
I mean, it's like,
but they
it
were
brings
like
it
they
to
were
life.
not the
No.
schooled, educated people.
Yeah.
They were just willing, and that's
were
all God
willing.
needs is someone who is
Yeah.
willing, and He can
And
do
you guys
anything.
stepped up, and he, it's that good and faithful,
Yes.
being blessed to be a blessing for one thing,
Yes.
which you guys are doing, but then being good, faithful servants too. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. The work that you're doing in the kingdom goes far beyond what you will ever know. Right.
And I think the connections that we'll make along the way are going to be lasting. I do. And I think the people that we've already started to talk to, in my salon and her shop, it's like they see us as somebody that they can confide in. Like it's a safe space to ask weird, crunchy questions. Like you're milling your own flour in your kitchen.
Listen, Barbara said. She said, stay away from grains unless it's ancient spelt. So what did I got myself that I'm milling my own grains, and I have jars of spelt and kamut and einkorn on my counters, and I literally am making my own everything now. Just little bit at a time. And I can tell you, let me tell you, I've been doing it because it was back ordered for months. Literally had it for not even a month. Huge difference in my health.
Oh yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like so many ways.
People don't even believe it. I don't do that, but I do order flour from Sunrise Flour Mill up in Minnesota. It's heritage grain.
Yes.
Grown without glyphosate or any of the chemicals. And my clients that are gluten sensitive can eat this and not have flares. Yeah. It's miraculous. They don't believe it. But it's the same type of grain that we're getting, from Europe that people, when they go to Italy, they're like, oh my gosh, I was able to eat bread my whole trip and I felt great.
Right.
But it's just, we've changed the grain.
We've changed so much of it.
And so the heritage grain, it has to be before 1950. And the einkorn is one of those types.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when you freshly grind it, I mean, I'm not there with a wheel. Like I literally just push a button. It's really easy.
You're like,
it has all the fiber, and it has like your body needs, I think, 44 different minerals or nutrients, and it has 40 of them. Like, and when Jesus said man cannot live by bread alone, you literally could live off of bread if it was that bread.
Exactly.
But he was talking about the need for him, but like we literally can live it. It has all the nutrients you need.
But yet it's been so vilified.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's because it should be.
It's a false product.
Yes.
It is a toxic, Satan always likes to counterfeit what Jesus makes. And so he's counterfeit. It's a counterfeit.
It is.
And of course he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And that's what it's doing to us.
It absolutely. Buying it off the shelf, and it's making everybody sick. And then, they struggle. And then when you are struggling with your health, it makes it so much harder to be a good witness for him.
Right.
Because we just want to stay home and just.
Yes, because you're tired.
You're tired. You're exhausted.
Good.
Yeah. You just don't want to deal.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So tell us where the holistic revival is happening.
Okay, it is happening at our church. It's River Valley Church. However, I do want to say the church is not the one putting it on.
Correct.
We are renting the space from our church.
Nice. Okay.
So
I
if
did
you have a
realize
question about it, you can email, you
Don't call
can
the church.
Facebook the Holistic Revival.
Yes.
But the church doesn't really know the answers.
And we will, in the show notes, we will put all those links so that they'll be able to find you on Facebook. You guys are also on Instagram. You have the Eventbrite. Is it
Eventbrite.
Eventbrite link to order the tickets, because you guys are going to want to order your tickets.
Yes.
She said there are only 500 and 25% of them are gone already.
Yep, a quarter of them are gone.
And so, so getting on that. And the dates are?
it is Tuesday, July
26th? Is it 28th?
28th.
Okay, 28th.
To Saturday, August 1st,
Correct.
2026. Yeah.
So 2026, plenty of time to block off your calendar.
Yes.
My husband is actually, we are vendors for the event, which we are so excited about, but he's blocking out his day so he can be up there with me. And
I love it.
Just be learning alongside. It's so fun when your partner is as involved and invested in wellness as we are.
It is life-changing for people.
And I do want to say one of the things too that I wanted to say I was really excited about, because this was one of my favorite things. Barbara will do a couple, at least one, maybe a couple home remedy sessions.
Oh, yes.
So she will teach you. I say this word here.
Poultice.
Poultices. She will teach you how to do poultices, or if you have this problem, here's exactly what you do. So she is going to teach you step by step how to do home remedies, takeaways. We're going to have Amber from Rosebuds, who's going to be a vendor. Didn't you tell her to have poultices?
Yeah, so we could do like a make and take poultice or something like that.
So, I mean, literally, that was one of the best. Like,
everybody
I love those
did
classes.
lean in a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's like,
because we had
tell me how to take care of that.
Yeah, on home remedies.
What did she? What were the poultices that she was talking about for? Were they for inflammation? Was it for infections? Okay.
I mean, lots of different things.
Yeah.
There was lots of different.
Oh, so she did multiple types.
Yes, multiple types.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure.
I mean, it was like an hour lecture.
Poultice, an onion poultice, a potato poultice. I got all my notes. I brought everything.
I love that.
There's just so much, because then at the end of day one, you're brain fried.
Mm-hmm,
and because some people are like, can't you just throw it in one day? Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh,
because
can you imagine?
The flow of the schedule is, doors open at 2, lecture starts at 3. So she will lecture for 1 solid hour on that one topic, whether it's cancer or diabetes or hormones or, the lungs or something. And then there's a 15, 20-minute break, and that gives people time to shop and use the restroom and chat with people or go outside to the food vendors. And then we'll come back for round 2. And that's lecture 2, another break. And then we have that dinner hour, and then lecture number 3. And it'll be over about 7:30 at night.
Okay.
But by the end of that first day with just 3 hours of lecture, absolutely numb.
Isn't it exciting, you guys?
So numb.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But there's 5 days of that. Yeah. So I think it's going to be...
Is this the cadence that she uses for every seminar that she does, or is this something that you guys figured out for
and
her?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know every seminar she does. And she doesn't do a whole lot in the United States. I feel like a lot of them are overseas.
Yeah.
And she might be a one day overseas with other guest speakers, but she's the only headliner, speaker. And then we have other, platinum vendors that are going to be on stage to share stuff.
And I know if you go to her website, We're not on there yet because she only has them through the end of this year. So once
got
the
it.
new
Okay.
year comes, then our event will be on there.
Okay, so if people are trying to double check to see if
Right.
this is
in
scam,
fact, yes, right. It is
well,
legit.
January 1st, we'll know for
Right,
sure,
yeah.
right? Yeah, it'll
Hopefully
be on the
January
website.
1st, we'll be on it. We'll be like, Miss Barbara.
No, but you guys, it is so legit. You
Yeah.
know, it's really exciting. And oh gosh, I'm just so thankful that you guys have the energy and the foresight to be able to pull this together. I mean, it really is amazing.
Well, we believe it. I mean, honestly, when God is behind it,
Yeah.
I mean, it's him.
How can you stop it, right?
That's right.
No.
That's right.
One of the things that I thought was funny in you guys' notes is you're both sea salt lovers. And you have Baja Gold. And yours is Celtic sea salt. Do you like
it's
hers too?
No, it's the same brand.
Same brand? Okay.
Same brand,
Yeah.
But sea salt, Celtic salt. Now, she did break down the difference because of the trace minerals. I think there's more trace minerals in the Baja Gold sea salt than a Celtic salt.
Nice.
It's like 82 trace minerals compared to like 84, I think.
Okay.
Where does Baja Gold come from? Do you guys know?
That's a really good question.
I don't know. They all come from so many different places.
I do know that Rosebud's Real Food in Covington is a distributor.
Oh,
so you
are
can
they
go there
really?
and buy the bags of the
nice.
soaps, or I have like a little travel thing that's like a crunch, like what do you call it? Like a
Grinder.
grinder.
A
There you
grinder.
go. This is like a to-go thing. And so my clients know I'm weird like that. So like today, I had a client, she had like a toothache headache thing going on. So I offered her some sea salt and a roller that had stuff in it. And she, like within 10 minutes, said she felt better.
Oh
I
my
told you on
gosh.
the way here.
So what did you have her do with the salt? Did she put it in water and
So Barbara
swish with
will
it?
tell you that you're supposed to take some salt and put it on your tongue and let it dissolve and then drink water rather than put it in your water.
Yeah.
It allows the water to get better.
It's a
absorbed into
water
the cell.
soluble mineral, and so it draws water to itself. So if your body lets it like dissolve on your tongue, then the water will go into your cells faster.
Because you guys both know how much water people drink, and yet they're still dehydrated.
Yes.
And it's
Absolutely.
because they don't have the salt, right? They don't have the minerals that are necessary.
So like,
So that's
And
very good
actually,
tip.
it could be pulling minerals out of their body
could be.
because minerals attract to water. So then you're just flushing more out unless you have the minerals like soak into your body.
Exactly. It is so fascinating. Did she probably had a gazillion of those other tips too.
Like there, you couldn't even write them all down. You're just like, what did she say? And we're all like, did you hear what she said?
Let me make sure that I covered all of our notes. I wanted to make sure so we hit the church, and then the hours are all on the website too. And then
the
everything that's
Eventbrite
available.
link has all of the information,
All the
the
information.
question and answer stuff broken down into the flow of the classes. Now we'll find out closer to the event which lectures she'll be doing on what days, because we do have some people that they bought a ticket, but because of daycare issues or they have to work, they might not be able to come every day. So they're splitting the ticket with a sister
neat.
or a girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
And so getting closer to the event after we talk to Barbara's manager, we'll figure out which lectures we'll have her touch on.
And Terry and I have 2 tickets, VIP tickets that we have a plan for giving away. I like to say gifting away. And we'll let you guys know the details of that soon. But we're excited.
That's somebody.
I know.
That's just
The gift of health, you know, and from somebody so pure and so wise, whose heart obviously is for the good of humanity. Really. I mean, she's just
And
phenomenal.
she's been through it. I mean, she has been villainized for her, and she's still going because
Did she go to jail?
She didn't go
She
to
was
jail.
able to avoid
she
it, right?
is banned from Australia, I believe.
She is?
I believe
Where does
so.
she live?
But she even talked about how what the enemy planned for evil, like because that was devastating, getting banned from her country. But it opened up the doors to the United States, to Europe, so she's busier than she ever was. It's like her message is getting out even further.
So I do believe her
seen
home,
that
she
happen
still
before.
has a home near Misty Mountain in Australia. Now she
She
live
can't
there.
Yes, but she can't talk.
She can't
She
talk to
can't
people.
educate people.
I think she even shared at the event, if they caught her talking to people in that respect, that she would be arrested and thrown in jail and fined like $10,000
Oh,
something
my
crazy.
God.
And then she was like, I was so upset with God. Like, I don't understand why this is happening. But if that would not have happened, she would not have traveled globally to talk to people.
Right.
She would not.
She
have
wouldn't
been
be coming
in
to West Milton, Ohio. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
So and she obviously navigated those challenges,
Yes, she
and
did.
like you said, with the things that were meant to harm her, actually, accelerated
God used
her,
it for a
amplified,
platform to, give her a bigger platform.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, is there anything else that you'd like our viewers to know, or people that will be attending, or anything like that?
I do want to say, when this post, can they comment on it? Like, can they?
Yep, they sure can.
If there is something that you would like to know about, if you would love to hear her talk about, like, give us some ideas, because there's
That's a
some
great
for
idea.
sure. Like, we have lots to choose from.
Oh, really?
Yes. So if there
So she
is,
gives you like a menu?
yes. So if you have something like, I would love to hear her
that's
talk
great.
on this, put your ideas out there, because we can tailor it.
That's amazing. I had no idea. I thought she came with a set agenda and itinerary.
You can pick and choose what works for your program.
Yeah,
You know, and I think that's why we had in Kentucky 2 of the home remedies, because that's what a lot of people really wanted to hear.
They want to have things that they can take home and use right away, right?
Yeah. And I think just, know your audience and like who's coming. That's why we want to know what you would like to hear about. And, feel like it was worth your while, because you definitely want to come and, take something home. That's like one of the add-ons with the ticket purchases is a guaranteed question and answer.
Yes.
So I really wanted to hear something specific when we went down to Kentucky. I would have paid the money to have my question answered, my specific question. But that wasn't an option for us. And that's where we were like, let's make this so.
My
if you
husband
have a
didn't get
burning
his question answered either, and he was sitting there like, I have to know the answer to this.
I'm so close to you. I know.
But they didn't have that option.
So was anybody asking questions? And
So-
was it very random that you weren't assured that you would get your question?
Everybody had an index. Did everybody have an index card?
think
Or it was just,
everybody got an index
and you
card,
can
and it
write
was
it on there and
luck of
turn
the
it
draw.
into a basket. And it was just, it was luck of the
Out of
draw.
400
And
people.
honestly, a lot of them
That would
were
be
the same
impossible.
question. And I'm like, we just answered this.
Yeah.
Like, well, there's another one. So, and she did okay. But I mean, she's answering so many that she can't keep track of everything she's answered too.
What she's already gone through.
And they
we wish. We're like, if we could have paid money to have our question
I would
answered,
have.
we would have done it.
Sure.
Yeah.
What was
And
the
so-
question that you wanted to ask?
Oh, it was more about my daughter, Harley. So she's 13, and we actually talked about this on the way up here.
Yeah.
I'll condense what I said earlier, but we're dealing with some like genetic obesity things. So Harley was fine until she was like 2-3 years old, and then she just started to put weight on and don't know why. And we've been to Dayton Children's, we've been to Cincinnati Children's, we've been to Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah.
And she has a genetic obesity marker, like a recessive. So she like kind of has it, but not really. And we just don't really have answers yet. And there are some specific things I wanted to ask her. Like, what would you do? How would you, like, what can we do with a 13-year-old girl and not create an eating disorder or not create a body dysmorphia thing? And, it's just like the math isn't mathing with my daughter because she doesn't have enough caloric intake to offset the amount of weight that she's putting on. And there's something going on and Cleveland Clinic is not getting it and other things. And like, so that's where it brought me back full circle. And I'm like, it's not working. I feel like God has really slammed doors with us, with her and her health to be like, let's get back to the root cause and figure out why.
Yeah.
And I do feel like when she was little and she had ear infection after ear infection and they put her on multiple rounds of antibiotics, that it just ruined her gut microbiome.
Yeah.
And I think it just hasn't been right since.
Yeah. So nutritionally, she might not be nourishing her body with the foods that she's eating. And then her body just wants to hold on.
And
Because
it doesn't
it-
make sense.
yeah, it doesn't make
She
sense, yeah.
swims and plays softball, and
so
even
she's
the
super active.
babysitters had said like she's not stealing food from kids. Like,
Right,
we don't
yeah.
understand what this is.
Yeah.
So it's just frustrating as a
Yeah,
parent. You
sure.
would move heaven and earth to try to figure out what's wrong
Absolutely.
with your child. So I
Yeah.
would have paid anything to ask for that
So are
personally.
you going to ask her this time?
I might.
Yes, you are.
I mean,
If you don't have the
yes.
answers,
I think
before she
I'm like
comes.
hoping and praying that we get the answers prior to this
Yes,
event, and
for
then
sure.
we can be like proof that what you say works.
Yeah.
And that it's like when things aren't adding up, start subtracting. And I think that's where we've been with Harley because things aren't making sense. And I'm like, I'm a show me kind of girl.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah.
the results,
we need to these
it's
days.
just, yeah. So that would probably be my question.
Yeah. And obviously they've done labs, and are they saying
She's
all
had
his blood work is
multiple
normal?
draws and all the things. So I'm just hoping that we can kind of get back to the base of things and just try to figure out
Like
what's going
root
on.
cause is the thing.
And with like my autoimmune stuff and then what's going on with Harley, she was the whole reason that I went down to Kentucky. It was like, I'm trying to heal my daughter. So it makes me so emotional. But
know.
you would do anything for your kids.
Yeah.
And I just hate that she's a 13-year-old girl and she's heavy and people make fun of her and it's not fair.
And they don't understand. Yeah. They
And
make
the mama bear in
assumptions.
me comes out. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to be better every single day, and I can't do it all. And I think you would go crazy if you did it all.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to do what I can with what I've got.
For sure.
That starts in my chair and all the, the makeup and the hair stuff that we use. It's like I'm trying to remove all of that because of all the neurotoxins and endocrine disruptors and all the chemicals that make people so sick. Yes. And my daughter knows we don't do Sephora trips anymore. Because
even smelling it,
full of chemicals. And so she's so hyper aware now of stuff. It's like, if Yucca doesn't say it's clean, Mom won't let me get it. I'm not even going to ask her.
That's good. Good. I mean, because she's probably at a point where she's her hormones and all of that too. Yeah. And that's just another layer to the puzzle.
And I told her, we're going to throw all that stuff away that you got at Sephora. And she kind of had tears in her eyes because it, like, as a teenage girl, it's not a popularity thing, but it's a thing.
It's what your friends are using.
Yes.
Exactly. And I was like, you can keep it there, but you don't use it. And she was like,
Oh,
okay, I can
That was
live
a
with
good compromise for you.
I said,
good
it can stay there, but you don't have to pitch it. I know we spent a lot of money on it,
Yeah.
but I don't want you to use it. She's like, okay, I won't.
I love that.
yeah. Parenting is like one of the hardest. It is the
really
hardest
is.
job ever, don't you
It
think?
is.
Yeah. Yeah. You have 4 children?
I have
Is that
4
right?
children.
Yeah. 2 boys, 2 girls. Is that what
Yes,
you said?
2 boys,
Okay.
2 girls.
Yeah.
They're a little older. 3 of them are in the military. My oldest
Oh, wow.
3, and
Yeah.
then my youngest is a junior in high school. He's going to join the military, so he says. So
So all 4 are going to be
all
military.
4.
Wow.
All 4. They're all
Thank
over
you,
the place
guys.
right now.
That's awesome.
That's phenomenal. Wow. And then you have,
I have 2
call them
daughters.
Big,
The
bigs.
bigs.
Okay.
Yes. I have a stepdaughter, Lacey, my daughter, Sophie, and
Okay.
then Harley. So
Oh,
we have
nice.
the bigs and Queenie. We call her Queenie.
I
What
love
Queenie
that.
wants, Queenie gets. Yeah. And she
Except
knows
her
it too.
Except for Sephora makeup.
No Sephora.
She doesn't
She
get
does
that.
not get Sephora. No toxins.
No, we don't do that in my house.
You guys, thank you so much.
Thank you
for joining me this evening.
Yeah.
This was really just so much fun.
This has been a blast. This
And I
has been
cannot wait. And maybe we'll have you guys on again. I would love
that'd
to,
be
like,
great.
with updates
Yes.
for the holistic revival.
That
And,
would be great.
maybe you'll have more vendors that you know. Well, actually,
Yeah.
your vendors are done. So maybe we
Yeah,
can
so we
highlight
can tell
some of
about.
them.
We can tell some more.
Yeah, we can do that. But I really wanted everybody to just know that Barbara's coming to town and that you guys are the backbone to the event and are really pulling it together in such a beautiful way. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you're
been
welcome.
great.
Thanks, you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
It's so funny. Even people in my own church thought it was a scam.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. It was hilarious because they came to church the day. It was all the buzz that the next Sunday after we announced it. And they're like, Barbara O'Neill isn't coming out.
Oh, yes, she is.
She's just such a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's why people can't wrap their mind around
Right.
it. Like,
Yeah.
why would she come to West Milton, Ohio?
And she is no joke. Like if you get, there's fakes of her books being sold.
Yes,
And if
I've seen
somebody
this.
hands her a fake book, she weighs it like this.
she knows how much
She
they
knows.
weigh.
She'll say, "This is not my book," and give it
she
back to
knows
him.
by
She
the
won't
feel
sign
of
it.
the
sign it.
pages and the font.
She doesn't mess around.
She will not sign a book that is not from her website.
But she does it so graciously, like so, like
She doesn't make them
politely.
feel
and
bad.
yes, but she won't. She doesn't.